Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing good out there. I just woke up from a little nap. Since the last video fucking cut off, just did a little bit of yoga and, refueled and stuff. Actually, I had mail today, holy shit. And then I was Claw came into my house last night. He's been running around the house like yesterday morning. At 4 a.m, he made all that noise and stuff, and he was around the house, and he was around the house yesterday too. Well, this morning, I mean. I just got some mail, I don't know what it is. It'd be cool if it was a check. It'd be real nice. That's what it looked like too. It's like another loan thing. I've been trying to get this check from this fucking job place, the job that I work at. They owe me $1,200. Fucking bullshit, they never paid me, man. That money would help before I leave. Oh, shit from my dad. I don't even know why I opened that. It's going in the garbage. Oh, all that shit he don't even read himself. It's always fucking junk mail, It's always bullshit. Yeah, see, there's Claw right now. He knows the door's open. Claw! So he was actually in my house since 4 o'clock this morning. Come on. Come on, Claw. Kiki. He was in my bed, everything. He laid next to me until he realized Mentora was in the bed with me, and then he fucking freaked out. Kiki. He started whining the rest of the night, so I opened up the door. I'd say about, 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago, which was actually cold. I can pick him up. What? I can guarantee if I put on a hoodie, I can pick him up and bring him in here. But my cat likes to go after him and want to play, which I got tired of chasing after. I was like, alright, she'll learn. And he fucked her up. Not bad. He didn't swat at her until she got like really, really close, which surprised me because the rest of the cats, he's been running off. Yeah, he's at my door. Come on. Let's go show the camera I can pick you up. See, I can pick him up, man. He's a good cat. He's a good kitty. See, he sees Mentora. I'm gonna leave the... See, he's just gonna hop out. He laid in here for like a good hour. Yeah, I told you he was just gonna hop out. But I had the door closed. I had him in here for quite some time. But yeah, he liked this spot for some reason. He laid in there for a good, maybe an hour, if that. And then the rest of the time, because Mentora ended up coming out. The Mentora was sleeping. She ended up coming out, and then it fucked up everything for him. Which, he just seen her again. That's why he took off. Oh, I don't have any food for them right now. She has food, but I'm not gonna give him her food when, he can fend for himself. He can catch birds, all types of shit. He's been doing it for a while. I might keep him, I don't know. I gotta get him help. That guy that fucking messaged me all morning, I've been messaging back and forth. Stupid, man. People don't read, they don't read what you post, He needs a 2-wheel drive transmission. I have a 4-wheel drive transmission. I told him I have a transfer case and a diff. It's in the ad. People waste your time for no reason, you know? It's stupid. I kind of want to smoke, and I need to find some socks, actually, first. I'm gonna take a hit of wax and smoke some flower, roll up a joint. Trying to figure out what I'm doing today. My foot hurts a little bit, and I gotta work on the truck. I gotta start getting that shit done. I wanna pull out a lot of the, I wanna pull out the carpet, I wanna pull out the seats, the back seats, all that shit, the front seats. I gotta replace the motor of the seat anyways. The front seats are shit. I got seat covers on them, so that's how bad they are, and duct tape. That I don't care about duct taping, but you don't fucking duct tape your screen fucking window. That shit looks gaudy. Makes your house look like a fucking crack house. I can't believe my dad did that shit. I'll be right back. I gotta grab some socks. It's kind of cold out. I wanted to wear fucking longer socks. And these Reebok ones, they like to breathe. I like these puppies. Put them bitches inside out. What you want, girl? What do you want, kitty? I gotta wake up. Sorry if I'm not too talkative. I'm still, just took a little nap, you know. Right after I got done stretching and rolling backwards, all that bullshit. Basically handstand. Or shoulder stand, because your under shoulders really. Headstand's really good too, because you get all the blood flowing to your head. That's why I have that big ass cushion in the back. I do it all the time. And you need your alone time too, you know. After I did that video, I needed time to ponder and think by myself. Let's put these puppies on. It's only 7:30, so people are just not waking up. The people that are, most people, that normal people, I'd say. Most normal people wake up about 7, 8 o'clock. Unless they have jobs. You're on my legs, it hurts. God, her nails are so fucking sharp. She's trying to climb up my leg, try to attack the socks I'm trying to put on. Let's see where I put the other sock. I'm not in the fucking mood today, you have no idea. That's another reason why I took time to myself. I'm fucking heated today. I'm ready to go. You know, I really am. And I want to help Bill. So that it's kind of going to put me back. It really is. But he needs a car, so ain't no one else going to help him with a car. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else going to go out of the way for that man like that. That's not going to happen. God will, Jesus will, and that's why Jesus, has me fucking helping him, because Jesus knows I can help him. I have a relationship with Jesus. That's how he works. He works with those that work with him, He brings his people together. That's how he does it. He always does. I couldn't tell you how many people he brings to this house, man. I've had all types of people come in this house already. People all walks of life just showing up at my door, just random ass people, man. You guys will see it, man. You guys see how my life is. It's crazy how Jesus does it. Especially recently, it's been happening more and more. It's ever since I've been by myself and I kicked out my family, you know, there's no negative energy around me. You know, it's all positive energy. It's all I send out good signals, you know, people feel it, they see it, you know what I mean, at my house. They see that I live good, you know what I mean? They see that I dress well. They see that, you know, when they see me, they speak to me, I'm well spoken. You get what I'm saying? So all this stuff makes a difference. First impression is everything. It really is. Especially when it comes to business. But then you got those people that judge. But you gotta remember, all my neighbors around here, they've seen me over a time, right? Just like Ryan. Ryan judged a little bit, you know what I mean? So he started testing me, seeing that, you know, and coming around. You see, I kept on going over Bill's house. He's like, alright, maybe this guy isn't that bad after all. That's just how people is. I mean, that's how it is. It's how it's supposed to be. It's how it should be. Because of the evil one, you know? You gotta test everyone. Everyone. I even tested Margarita. That's why I know that I'll be with her. And that's also why I know that even if she were to do something or, you know, be impatient type shit, you know what I mean? I found out, I wouldn't be upset. Because the evil one, man, the evil one drives... The whole situation that happened was complete, pure bullshit. You know what I mean? And then you got those families, you know what I mean? She don't know, she doesn't think that fucking... You know what I mean? She doesn't know that I had all that money put up. Do you think I told her I had $70,000 put up? You know what I mean? She didn't know any of that. So you know, she doesn't know that fucking I'm about to be coming down, you know, down to Mexico. I told her I was. But does she believe it? No, she ain't gonna believe that stuff, you know? That's just how it is. So that's why I gotta get down on it. That's why I'm pissed off. I'm just in a bad mood, man. I'm not feeling it right now. I'm feeling myself. I'm just not feeling people. I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do a people today, and I have to. She's constantly trying to be on me, which I understand why she wants to be on me. I've been taking care of her. Which, I think I forgot to log in. I did. Oh well. We'll read and smoke. It's still 7:30 in the morning, so I'm not too worried about it. The videos only go for an hour anyways. Which I had some fucking videos. The reason why the video cut off is because I had videos in the folder already before. I forgot to delete them from, you know, before. I did take some pictures. Yesterday, and I did do a video as well with this stupid GoPro. I like it. It only does 5 megapixel photos, so we're about to find out. I've never really actually like took photos with it, you know, and tried to take photos with perspective, you know, meaning. But I attempted it, so about to find out. It's really small in your hands, so it's kind of odd. And it pulled them up. So we'll go ahead and I guess we'll just leave them in this folder, just open them, check them out before I waste my time and transfer them. I might not like any of them, you know. That's one of the videos. Alright, let's see. They're not bad. They're not They're definitely not high quality. I mean, it's only 5 megapixels, you know? I'm going through them real quick to see if there's any of them worth showing. I don't know if I like this app that it opens up with. Let's see. Oh, there we go. That's why. Now I'm trying to figure out if I can zoom it. Here we go. And I can click next. Oh, here we go. Alright. They're not bad pictures, actually, so... They're just 5 megapixel. I was just holding the GoPro, you know? You just hold it, right? You gotta turn it on first, like this. It beeps. Alright, then you hit this. You gotta go to photo, and then you just... Once it says photo, you just hit it, and it goes boom. It's telling me there's no SD card. But you hit boom, it'll go, and then it'll beep and let you know that the photo's taken. It takes a second. The photo doesn't take... The photo... Just so you know, the photo doesn't get taken as soon as you press the button, like on most cameras, you know. The response is not there. You gotta pause and wait for it to snap, for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. To know that it's waterproof, right? And you can recharge it and just throw an SD card on it, and it has a mount. I'm happy with it. You know, it's durable. You know, I can take pictures under the water with it. So I'm happy. And it's mostly for video footage. So, I was being stupid. There's that, there's the bike ramps. The park. I ended up not coming back the same way. I was gone forever. I just roamed around, man. I needed time by myself. There's a bridge. They wrote some fucking weird shit right there. I don't know what the fuck. I'm trying to remember what it said. Yeah, see, like if you're walking, it'll be like that. It'll be blurry. You gotta pause. You gotta wait for the photo. See how clear that one came out? If you wait. That one had good lighting too. Yeah, see, that didn't get... This water was moving really, really fast. The photo didn't really capture that. That's actually not... That's pretty cool. These are the trails that, you know, you can get going on these trails, man. They let the dogs run around over there. There's a barbecue grill. I was saying about maybe barbecuing there on these picnic tables before I go. I like Hines Drive. I like spending Hines Drive. Jesus. They had a sewer, so I was gonna go down there. The sewer cap, right? It drops down. I've been back there before with that sewer cap open, and fucking like people were working back there. You see how it's all dug out? They exposed it. And then they put the cap back on. And then they put some type of cement barrier down there. Like right here, you can see it kind of. I was sliding down the hill. It was wet. I was going to go down and show everyone, but I would have ended up in the river, so I wasn't having it. See? I got right down there, and that was it. As far as I could get. That was kind of weird. Yes, it is moving. So I took a video, and I wanted to see if I could hear myself. Yeah, sound shit. It ain't even worth watching or even posting, which I knew. It was just some bullshit. There's this car that's fucking in a car shop. It's old as hell. Actually pretty... I like that photo. That came out good. All 3 of them came out good. This is where I found that card yesterday. My brother, I'm pretty sure, was my card. It was right here. There's this pond over here. Um, all the teenagers go back there and smoke weed and shit and hang out. You can catch a bunch of kids back there all the time. All the time kids are back here. They fucking get drunk. They do all types of shit. Because right across the street there's a mental hospital that was like, it's called Eloise. It was like a World War II type thing, where they bring all the people like fucking and practice all that mental shit on them. So I always like coming to this pond. You see why everybody comes there. It's fucking like a marsh. It's crazy how how it looks. It smells bad. It's terrible. So there's the drain. You got all the garbage and stuff that's coming in because it's, you got to remember that these are all storm drains and, sewage places from all the, runoff from all the houses and all the pollution, and not only that, you see all the stuff that's on top, floating on top, it's stagnant, you know what I mean? It's not fast flowing water, rapid flowing water, so it smells so, it's terrible. I don't know how people hang out back there for as long as they do, but it's not really that bad if you're around the place. It's when you walk up on it, like where I'm at. But you see people over here all the time, like right there, just chilling. Right where I'm at, hanging out, smoking weed. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I took, man. I was on a move yesterday too. I was trying to get these miles in fast, which I did. Um, I walked a long distance yesterday. Super long. So I'm happy. I'm not happy with the sound. That means if I end up using this on my bike, like, I was thinking about getting a microphone, another one. I had one. A piece of shit. It only lasted like a week. I already broke it. Threw it out. I was irritated with it. Which just, the stand is already breaking too. Which, so I went to Ollie's yesterday when I left the plasma place. I went to Ollie's just to see what they had, to see what I can grab. They got a bunch of cool shit there. And they also have these Vivitar cameras. They're only $20. They're actually 720p, 1080p cameras. And they're basically knockoff GoPros. I'm sure they're not good quality, but, I'm going to be on the ocean anyways, they're going to get fucked up. I'm probably going to drop them in the ocean, that type of shit. So I'm going to give them a run for their money. And plus, if I don't like them, they're only $20, right? The stand, these stands right here, they cost $20. I literally rode to this lady's house, right? This is how fucked up people are, man. This is bullshit. This is what happened. And this is in a good neighborhood. I got scammed. But I left the money. I should have opened the box. That's what I should have did. Because it had tape on it. And that's the funny thing. And I should have actually went back and got the money. Because I did check the box after I got a block away. And she wasn't at the house. She had me put the money under the mat. But she misrepresented it. So she had a Polaroid camera, right? It was one of those waterproof ones. One of those like red ones and blue ones that they have. You could go on Facebook Marketplace right now. You can type in Polaroid. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. They're just like this in a sense, right? And she only wanted $25, right? And she said it was in the box, right? The camera's in the box with everything, right? She said brand new, unopened everything, right? $25. I messaged her, right? And this is after I already messaged someone else, right? They told me to come get it, right? I already started riding my bike. I told him I'm on my way with my bike. I'm on my way, right? I message them. I'm like, I told them I'm almost there. I'm close, right? They're like, oh yeah, what camera was that you wanted? I was like, the only one that you had posted that I asked for, the Polaroid, because I already knew it was about to be some bullshit. And they were like, oh yeah, I don't have that one. I already sold it. I'm like, what the fuck, man? This is bullshit, right? So I was like, all right, whatever. I got back on Facebook Marketplace immediately, right? Because I already rode. And I was like, fuck, I'll see if there's another person with one. Because there's a bunch of them for sale. There was. There was a girl that had one, right? And she was in a nice neighborhood. It was only 2 miles from where I was, kind of back towards my house, but out of the way. So I messaged her and she says, yeah, I'll put it, I'm about to leave the house. I'll put it on the porch, just leave the money under the, under the mat. Sure as shit, man. Fucking, I get a block away. I open it, man, because there was a piece of tape on it. After she said it was never opened. Sure as shit. Guess what? The camera was missing. Only the fucking stand was in there. I didn't even go back for the $25. I should have, but fuck, call cops on me for something stupid like that. You know what I mean? Like, I could have left the camera back and just. She needed the money, obviously. I just left the money. It's irritating because those pieces of plastics though they cost 10, 15, $20 just for the plastic, for the GoPro clips, and all that shit. The cheaper ones, obviously that Polaroid camera couldn't have been more than $40, $50, you know what I mean, at Walmart. She was charging half off, but kept the fucking camera. It's bullshit. Trust me, if I would have been the old person, a brick would have been through that fucking window. I would have fucked her up. I would have fucked her whole house up, man. Her whole life up. I would have, man. Fuck that bullshit. Probably would have just robbed her. That's honestly what I would have done. Cause it ain't worth anything. I would have just robbed her. I would have just took everything she had. She would never even know. Fucking bullshit, man. It's time to smoke. I know that. We're about to smoke. I got things to do, man. I have many things to do today. I'm gonna attempt to get boxes today. I'm gonna attempt to get that truck start on that truck, get it stripped out. That trans will sell. It will. I already had one message on it. The guy was fucking serious. He was, and then he said he needed 2-wheel drive, which probably means he's just on some bullshit. But he could just means he really does need a 2-wheel drive. You don't know. How do you know? How do you know? You don't. Could be all these types of reasons I could say, At the end of the day, is he here? No. He doesn't have the money, so it doesn't really matter what happened or his justification for not having it. Or coming to bring me the money, So yeah, I'm not gonna get a really fucking huge shake. 'Cause I already smoked half of it. I smoked quite a bit last night. And then doing yoga last night. It helps with quieting, focusing my mind in the breathing. If I don't smoke, when I try to focus on my breathing, my attention span, forget about it. It won't last long. My mind will boom, 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 wander. If I smoke, I can quiet down. It helps, man. There's just something about it. Which I forgot what I was about to. I was about to do something retarded. I'm telling you, man. My fucking face itches. I feel like, I don't know, ever since my eyes started getting puffy these fucking last 2 days, it like hurts to squint, you know, and it's been itching all around my eyes, my forehead, my nose. My eyes fucking nasty this morning. All gooky and shit, just like the cats. I know that's why I slept 7 hours too. Not only did it, because I can walk 40, 50 miles, I can walk 80 miles in a day. I can walk 100 miles in a day with food. Like if I pack up right and I get up in the morning, I eat lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner, I have full calorie intake, which I've gained 2 pounds just in 2 weeks. So I gained a pound each week the past 2 weeks, so everyone knows. It's been on purpose a little bit. I've been eating a little bit more, which I just got nauseous all of a sudden. I just got really bad acid stomach. Baby girl. That's what she does, man. She just stares at me like that. She's doing good, man. The other day, she scared me, man. She just was rough. She just did have a bath last night, though. Time to drink more coffee. So, chapter 14, The Road. The Book of John. Says The Road, don't let this throw you. You trust God, don't you? Trust me. There is plenty of room for you in my Father's home. If that weren't so, would I have told you that I'm on my way to get a room ready for you? And if I'm on my way to get your room ready, I'll come back and get you so you can live where I live. And you already know the road I'm taking. Yep, that's how it goes. Watch. I don't know why they didn't say anything. See Claus hitting up all the food dishes. He's going over to my neighbor's house where all the food is on the porch. Alright, so it says, Thomas said, Master, we have no idea where you're going. How do you expect us to know the road? Jesus said, I am the road, also the truth, also the life. No one gets to the Father apart from me. If you really knew me, you would know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him. You've even seen him. Philip said, Master, show us the Father, then we'll be content. Says, you've been with me all this time, Philip, and you still don't understand? To see me is to see the Father. So how can you ask, where is the Father? Don't you believe that I am in the Father and the Father is in me? The words that I speak to you aren't mere words. I don't just make them up on my own. The Father who resides in me crafts each word into a divine act. Believe me, I am in my Father and my Father is in me. If you can't believe that, believe what you see, these works. The person who trusts me will not only do what I'm doing, but even greater things, because I'm on my way to the Father. I'm giving you the same work to do that I've been doing. You can count on it. From now on, whatever you request along the lines of who I am and what I am doing, I'll do it. That's how the Father will be seen for who He is in the Son. I mean it. Whatever you request in this way, I'll do. That's why Jesus says, if you follow me in truth and spirit, everything that you dream of, everything that you ask for will be added to you. Therefore, you become your true self, your dream. It says the Spirit of Truth, chapter 14, 15 through 17. That's what it says. That's the first paragraph, but it says, Spirit of Truth, if you love me, show it by doing what I've told you. I will talk to the Father, and He'll provide you another friend so that you will always have someone with you. This friend is the Spirit of Truth, which is Jesus, who I talk to. The godless world can take Him in. It says the godless world can't take Him in because it doesn't have eyes to see Him, doesn't know what to look for. But you know Him already because He has been staying with you and will even be in you. I will not leave you orphaned. I'm coming back. In just a little while, the world will no longer see me, but you're going to see me because I am alive and you're about to come alive. At that moment, you will know absolutely that I am in the Father, and you're in me, and I am in you. The person who knows my commandments and keeps them, that's who loves me. And the person who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him and make him myself plain to him. I need to highlight that. So, I already mentioned that, in many videos before. When everyone knows right from wrong, right? God speaks to you when you fall in love with Jesus, right? Even if you don't love Jesus, God says he instilled the 10 Commandments in our heart. He instilled His Word in our heart, right? So therefore we know right from wrong. That's why people have a guilty conscience. That's why He says if you do the right thing, right? You follow your heart, you do the right thing, He will show His face. Which also will stop having you from, you'll keep you from having a guilty conscience. You'll start feeling better about who you are and what it is that you're doing. So, it says Judas, not Iscariot, which was not Judas, they're saying the other Judas, not the one that set him up, said, Master, why is it that you were... Says, Master, why is it that you're about to make yourself plain to us, but not to the world? It's terrible. I'm telling you, it's this weather. It's still shitty out. If you have these handheld ones, they have the rechargeable batteries. Take the battery out. Take the battery out. Just leave it plugged in. Because the battery will explode. It'll get all corroded and shit. Fuck up your handheld. I just get a long USB cord, leave it in. That's the best thing to do. See, I just reset it to make a difference. I gotta move it. That's what I need to do. It's because it's shitty outside. See? It's because it's shitty outside. Alright. Now we gotta find out where we are. He said, Judas basically said, why are you making... It says, Master, why is it that you're about to make yourself plain to us, but not to the world? Because the loveless world, said Jesus, is a sightless world. A sightless world. If anyone loves me, he will carefully keep my word, and my Father will love him. We'll move right into the neighborhood. Not loving me means not keeping my words. The message you are hearing isn't mine. It's the message of the Father who sent me. I'm telling you these things while I'm still living with you. The friend, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send at my request, will make everything plain to you. He will remind you of all the things I have told you. I'm leaving you well and whole. That's my parting gift to you. Peace. I don't leave you the way you're used to being left, feeling abandoned, bereft, so don't be upset. Don't be distraught. You've heard me tell you, I'm going away and I'm coming back. If you love me, you would be glad that I'm on my way to the Father, because the Father is the goal and the purpose of my life. I told you this ahead of time, before it happened, so that when it does happen, the confirmation will deepen your belief in me. I'll not be talking with you much more like this, because the chief of this godless world is about to attack. But don't worry, he has nothing on me, no claim on me, but so the world might know how thoroughly I love the Father. I am carrying out my Father's instructions right down to the last detail. Get up, let's go. It's time to leave here. Alright, it's chapter 15. The vine and the branches. Jesus sat them back down, and was teaching them again. It says, I am the real vine, and my Father is the farmer. He cuts off every branch of me that doesn't bear grapes, and every branch that is grape-bearing, he prunes back so it will bear even more. You are already pruned back by the message I have spoken. Live in me. Make your home in me just as I do in you. And the same way that a branch can't bear grapes by itself, but only by being joined to the vine, you can't bear fruit unless you are joined with me. I am the vine, you are the branches. When you're joined with me and I with you, the relationship intimate and organic, the harvest is sure to be abundant. Separated, you can't produce a thing. Anyone who separates from me is dead wood, gathered up and thrown on the bonfire. But if you make yourselves at home with me, and my words are at home in you, you can be sure that whatever you ask, it will be listened to and acted upon. This is how my Father shows who he is. When you produce grapes, when you mature as my disciples. I've loved you the way my Father has loved me. Make yourselves at home in my love. If you keep my commands, you'll remain intimately at home in my love. That's what I've done, kept my Father's commands and made myself at home in his love. I've told you these things for a purpose, that my joy might be your joy and your joy more wholly mature. This is my command. Love one another the way I have loved you. This is the very best way to love. Put your life on the line for your friends. You are my friends when you do the things I command you. I'm no longer calling you servants because servants don't understand what their master is thinking and planning. No, I've named you friends because I've let you in on everything I've heard from the Father. You didn't choose me, remember, I chose you, and put you in the world to bear fruit that won't spoil. As fruit bearers, whatever you ask the Father in relation to me, he gives you. But remember the root command. Love one another. It says, I'm hated by the world. If you finally got this world is hating you, remember it got to start hating me. If you lived on the world's terms, the world would love you as one of its own. But since I picked you to live on God's terms and no longer on the world's terms, the world is going to hate you. When that happens, remember this. Servants don't get better treatment than their masters. If they beat on me, they will certainly beat on you. If they did what I told them, they would do what you tell them. They're going to do all these things to you because of the way they treated me, because they don't know the one who sent me. If I hadn't come and told them all this if I hadn't come and told them all this in plain language, it wouldn't be so bad. As it is, they have no excuse. Hate me, hate my Father, it's all the same. If I hadn't done what I have done among them, works no one has ever done, they wouldn't be to blame. But they saw the God signs and hated anyway. Both me and my Father. They hated both, because, Jesus clearly says if you're not with me, you're against me. And if you're not with Jesus, you're not with God. You're not intimately having a relationship with him. That's all that simply means. You're not talking to him as you should be talking to him like a parent or a sibling, you understand? Or a significant other. It's that simple. It says, they have verified the truth of their own scriptures where it is written, they hated me for no good reason. I mean, because they were possessed with the spirit of evil. They didn't even know what was going on. They just went along with whatever everybody else went along with. You get what I'm saying? The followers. When the friend I plan to send you from, it says, when the friend I plan to send you from the Father comes, the Spirit of truth issuing from the Father, he will confirm everything about me. You too, from your side, must give your confirming evidence, since you are in this with me from the start. God clearly says, right? Jesus clearly said right here that he picked you before he even knew you. He knew you from the start. He says you are to give your side of the story, give your confirming evidence, right, of what the Holy Spirit has done to you, which I'm explaining to you what has done to me, right? Same thing. That's why testimony is so important. But it says God has picked you before you even existed, before he knew he was gonna pick you before it's been his whole plan the whole time. Because he knew your heart was gonna be open. That's why God sees everything from beginning to end. You get what I'm saying? There is no end unless he decides, to do that. So it says, chapter 16, I've told you these things to prepare you for rough times ahead. They are going to throw you out of the meeting places. There will even come a time when anyone who kills you will think he's doing God a favor. They will do these things because they never really understand the Father. I've told you these things so that when the time comes and they start in on you, you will be well warned and ready for them. So he's pretty much saying that people are going to basically start militias, you know what I mean? And they're going to believe that they're working for God when they're really working for Satan. The Bible even says, when I mentioned earlier in the last video, the disciples came back, and the disciples, cast out demons in Jesus' name and stuff, and they came back and they said, Jesus, he cast out demons in your name, and he said, go away from me, get away from me, I've never even knew you, pretty much. That's crazy. It's because they didn't just cast out stuff in his name, they also did evil in his name. They didn't keep all the commandments. They never, that's why you need a savior, You can't save yourself. Humans can't save themselves. Only Jesus can save you. It says, the friend will come. I didn't tell you this earlier because I was with you every day, but now I am on my way to the one who sent me. Not one of you has asked, where are you going? Instead, the longer I've talked, the sadder you've become. So let me say it again, this truth. It's better for you that I leave. If I don't leave, the friend won't come, but if I go, I'll send him to you. When he comes, he'll expose the error of the godless worldview of sin, righteousness, and judgment. He'll show them that the refusal to believe in me is their basic sin, that righteousness comes from above, where I am with the Father, out of their sight and control, that judgment takes place as the ruler of the godless world is brought to trial and convicted. I still have many things to tell you, but you can't handle them now. But when the friend comes, the Spirit of the truth, he will take you by the hand and guide you into all the truth there is. He won't draw attention to himself, but will make sense out of what is about to happen. And indeed, out of all that I have done and said, he will honor me. He will take from me and deliver it to you. Everything the Father has is also mine. That is why I've said, he takes from me and delivers to you. In a day or so you're not going to see me, but then in another day or so you will see me. It says, joy like overflowing. It says, that stirred up a hornet's nest of questions among the disciples. What's he talking about? In a day or so you're not going to see me, but then in another day or so you will see me, and because I'm on my way to the Father, what is this day or so? We don't know what he's talking about. Jesus knew they were dying to ask him what he meant, so he said, are you trying to figure out among yourselves what I meant when I said in a day or so you're not going to see me, but then in another day or so you will see me? Then fix this firmly in your minds. You're going to be in deep mourning while this godless world throws a party. You'll be sad, very sad, but your sadness will develop into gladness. When a woman gives birth, she has a hard time. There's no getting around it. But when the baby is born, there is joy in the birth. This new life in the world wipes out memory of the pain. The sadness you have right now is similar to that pain, but the coming joy is also similar. When I see you again, you'll be full of joy, and it will be a joy no one can rob from you. You'll no longer be so full of questions. This is what I want you to do. Ask the Father for whatever it is in keeping with the things I have revealed to you. Ask in my name according to my will, and he'll most certainly give it to you. Your joy will be a river of overflowing its banks. I've used figures of speech in telling you these things, so I'll drop the figures and I'll tell you about the Father in plain language. Then you can make your request directly to him in relation to this life I revealed to you. I won't continue making requests of the Father on your behalf. I won't need to, because you've gone out on a limb, committed yourself to love and trust in me, believing I came directly from the Father. The Father loves you directly first. I left the Father and arrived in the world. Now I leave the world and travel to the Father. His disciples said, finally, you're giving it to us straight and plain talk, no more figures of speech. Now we know that you know everything. It all comes together in you. You won't have to put up with our questions anymore. We're convinced you came from God. Jesus answered them, do you finally believe? In fact, you're about to make a run for it, saving your own skins and abandoning me. But I'm not abandoned. The Father is with me. I've told you all this so that trusting me you will be unshakable and assured, deeply at peace. In this godless world you will continue to experience difficulties, but take heart, I've conquered the world. I'm good. I'm done reading for now. It's already 51 minutes, you know. So I'm gonna upload this. It's gonna take a minute, take an hour. I'm gonna check my emails and stuff. It's still early, you know. It's 8:41. I'm gonna eat because I haven't ate. I've only been drinking coffee, that type of stuff. Basically, get ready for the day. Charge everything up, and then see. Hopefully, people bring me some money today. That'd be cool. Get this transmission since I lowered it to 800. You know, I gotta do something. And I'm probably gonna clean out the truck. You know, we're gonna do computer stuff. Even though I've been saying it, but I had to leave yesterday. I needed weed and I had to get out of the house, and I'm glad I did, because finding out, you know, just the day that I had yesterday, I'm glad I was gone. I'm glad I wasn't cooped up in the house, even though I have a fucking fucked up blister. But I took 2 naproxen as soon as I woke up this morning, because my eyes were puffy too. So now I have this and this. It's fucking stupid. But I really took the naproxen for the eyes. This fucking eye is puffy, man. You can see it, you know. Hurts like a bitch. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna roll up a joint. Yep, I'm gonna roll up a joint. So I'll see you guys a little bit. Take care.